Hi, and welcome to this week's workshop from MarketerM8. This week we're covering the social media planner and reputation management. So we'll make a start in just a few moments. Okay, so I'm logged into my high level account now, in the sub account that I use. So to find the social media planner, you'll go to the left-hand menu. This is the standard sort of high level setup. Some people customize it to look different colors, so yours may or may not look like this. But you'll hover down the typically left hand menu, go to marketing, and then you'll see the social media planner here. This is what we're going to focus on first. So the social media planner is very like tools like Hootsuite and Buffer. It's built into high level. So I've had some clients say to me, well, this is saving me like this is built into high level. It saves them £80 a month off the bat. So the first step with social media plan, the first time you use it, obviously you won't see any of this. You'll have to start connecting your socials. So you click on here like that, plus socials, and start connecting your Facebook pages, your LinkedIn profile page, your Instagram, whichever ones you want, your Google My Business, TikTok, YouTube, yeah, you connect them all up there. And then obviously you'll see here, see mine. Where are we? Oh, settings. You can see on all the social media accounts I've got set up here. So once they're set up, really, then it's a case of go back. You can start posting to social media. So you click on new post. Okay. So the simplest way is to just create a new post. You can go in there, create your content. You can use the AI within high level to help you create the content. Select which social media accounts. It'll automatically format it to that particular social media channel. You just choose whichever one you want to post to. You can have as many Facebook pages in there, LinkedIn pages, etc. And just create your content. You see the AI builder there will help you create it, improve the writing, etc. So that's the manual way of doing it. We've also got other ways of adding posts. So, for instance, some clients will maybe they're working with a marketing agency, and each month they will give them a CSV file full of all the posts. So you're able to upload it in mass from a CSV file post, upload them there. As ever with high level, there's a whole bunch of social planner templates you can call upon to help you create content. There's a content AI writer there. I've not used that myself, I must admit. Don't know if you have, Atticus. Have you used that one?
No, not yet.
No. So we've been writing it real, haven't we? Or importing it from ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yeah.
So there's the content layer. You can also connect it to an RSS feed and automatically, if you want to automate it and push it automatically into the system. Uh, Post reviews here. I must admit, that's pulling in posts from external sources and creating content. Bit automated, probably a bit too automated for my liking that one. You've got no control over it. This is one we came aware of last week at the summit, the other week at the summit, the category queue. Yeah, so with the category queue, you're able to create a lot of content and then drip feed it out throughout the year. So you could create a whole year's worth of content, maybe different versions of content, slight variants, so it looks different in your social media. So you're able to do that. Let me show you on here. Click on here like that. You can see here where you can start to queue. So you can stack up a whole load of content and drip feed it on a Monday at 11 o'clock or whatever you want to do. If you want to do a Monday tips or anything like that. So uh, there's that. When you're creating content as well, if you've got like a VA or an assistant to do that for you, so you can have someone in offshore creating social media for you. Every time they create it, they have to mark it for your approval. So again, it's another way of automating. So it only goes out when you approve it, and then what'll happen is over time, it'll you'll fill up your calendar. It'll look like something like this. See, this is where Atticus is scheduling all the social media on the planner like that. So you quite enjoy this, don't you, Atticus? Yeah, you like that?
Yes, it's dead easy to use, and compared to the other tools that I've seen, it's more or less identical.
Oh, there's also the you can see your results, can't you? And here the stats. So there's your stats there. So you've got your planner, it's the social media, it's the content. The comments is brand new. We've got one comment there, Atticus.
Spam comment, yeah, saw that one.
Yeah. Here's where you can start to see statistics. You can start to measure things and see how it's working. So it's quite a comprehensive tool actually, and I've got clients where they just work it out for themselves. It's quite intuitive when you get stuck into it. So
Julian,
social. Oh yeah, hi Steve.
can you go into the detail of, say, somebody scheduling, things for you? So, like an agency doing some work for you. Do they need to be in the CRM as a user to be able to post? They obviously need to be an admin or something, do they, to your social media accounts?
Well, you could connect up your social media accounts here. You connect it, and then you could give them access, limited access, just to manage the social media functionality in high level. So they could then come in and create content on your account.
Okay, so um, the posts that go out would be as though they've gone from the company, the client, not from the consultants, the social media consultant.
Correct. Yeah, they're just logging in to manage this for you from here. So it's all going out from your accounts.
Okay, that's really useful.
Yeah, but it's great the way you can market. So it's got to be approved by you before it can go out. So you
Yeah,
got that control.
yeah, that's really good.
This is something that was covered during the other week in Dallas. Social listening here, so it started to look at social trends in the tool. And again, we were talking to the lady that heads up this particular product in high level, and she was saying very shortly, yeah, the tool will be able to analyze your competitors and and from that give you ideas on what you should be doing on the social media. So that's all the AI is going to come into more and more to help us get smarter at it, which is quite good. She said that's not too far away. There's settings here. So it really is. I mean, you just started playing with it, didn't you, Atticus? And it's quite intuitive, this tool. There's
Yeah,
all connected there. And I think that's the basics of it, really. That's a quick sort of show around. Anything else I've missed there, do you think, Atticus? Or has anyone got any questions? Everyone quiet?
there's bits like the watermarks which go on your posts,
Good
isn't
point.
there?
Right? Yep. So go to settings here. Yep. So there's your social media account. You can connect. You can also add communities. So in high level, in the membership section, we can do online courses. So that's just like Kajabi, and that's a separate workshop. But as part of that as well, you can have a community which is like your own private Facebook group in here in high level. Yeah. If you see here memberships, I'll go quickly to it. So in the memberships panel here, we've got courses, just like Kajabi. So that can save you £100, $300 a month on Kajabi if you need to do online courses. But we can also have communities. So someone could purchase a course, for instance, and then you could give them access to a private community dedicated to that course. And you can have events in there, and it's getting more and more advanced in there. Again, that's a whole other workshop, but I'll just show you where it is there. Um, Going back to marketing, the social planner, and the settings. So from here, we're able to post content into our community groups as well. Here's some Pinterest settings there, which Pinterest board to post content to. I've never used Pinterest myself. Notifications. Here's where you can set your the notification to yourself. You know, if a post gets rejected, you can be told about it. Post fails, or it's approved. You see here. So if you've got a VA working on content for you, when a post is approved, you can email or contact notify the assistant to say it's been approved now. Things that's all automated, just like part of what you were talking about there, Steve.
Yeah.
That's the settings there. And then we got categories. Again, we touched on this before. This is a way of creating content and being able to schedule it, say, for up to a year or longer, probably, and just drip feeding that content every Tuesday morning or Wednesday afternoon, or whatever you want to do there. So that's a way of getting content out. Like Atticus mentioned here, the watermarks. I'll show you an example here. So it can, when you upload any images to send out from most social media, it can drop in a watermark for you. I think you can move it about, can't you, somehow? You used to be able
It,
to.
yeah, if you click on alignment, you can just move around the page there.
Yeah, move it around the page there. So you can put a little watermark in there. You can make it bigger, smaller. Just a way to protect your content, obviously. Just like that. So yeah, so it's a case of just getting started with it, really. Just connect with your social media accounts and just try it out, really. If you get stuck with anything, don't forget we've also got tech support here. There's help documents in there, and the tech support guys are on hand 24/7 to help us there. Get stuck with anything. So unless anyone's got any questions,
Yep.
that's me on the social media.
No, that's really good, guys. Thanks for that. Really good.
Well, that's part one. Everyone, you got a
Julian,
question?
yeah, do I understand correctly? If you set yourself up with 4 or 5 different social media accounts, create a post once, and it'll post to all 4 or 5 in one shot.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yep.
Okay, thank you. Very good.
So you don't have to log into LinkedIn and log into Facebook and copy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, brilliant. Can it be
Yeah.
automated to do 4 weeks of postings automatically?
Yes, yes. So using the categories, you can upload, yeah. So the categories, you can upload, do an article, or post rather, make 4 or 5 versions of it, tweak, make it look a bit different,
Yeah.
and then schedule it to go out. You could have a year's worth in there, yes, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. We should talk outside the meeting.
Okay, you can do, yes, yeah. And but Atticus is a real expert on this. So you're doing a month at a time, aren't you, at the moment, Atticus, for us?
Yeah, so I'm doing a month at a time, looking at focus on the workshops. I'm just getting started with the categories myself. So, like you said, trial and error with me at the minute.
One thing we don't, I'll just touch on here. One thing we don't have here is we can post to LinkedIn. And we're talking to the social media lady in Dallas the other week. I said, well, what about LinkedIn automation? To be able to send invite requests. Yeah, to send direct messages in LinkedIn. And she said for LinkedIn to do that, they've got to have so many millions of accounts or something before LinkedIn will even talk. So we're using another tool called Linked Helper 2 to do that, to automatically send invite requests and to be able to direct message. So we got some projects on that. So if you want to do sort of really get into the LinkedIn, there's other tools out there. Say I've like Linked Helper 2. It works out about, I think it's $90 £90 a year or something. It's really good value. So that's a separate subject. You want to talk about that one. But that's outside of high level, unfortunately, at the moment. So that's the social media planner there. And next thing you want to look at now is WhatsApp. It's sort of like social media, isn't it? Yeah. So we can integrate WhatsApp into our marketing. So like we can send emails and we can send text. We can also automate WhatsApp marketing. So quickly, if you go to, where is it? Settings. First of all, you go to WhatsApp here, and you'll see I've subscribed to it. So I'm afraid it's an extra subscription in high level, $30 a month. I've subscribed to it here. So as soon as I subscribe, it means that just like email marketing, I can set up whole automations with WhatsApps. Uh, WhatsApp's slightly different to email and text marketing in that we have if someone WhatsApps us on our phone number, you see here I've got a phone number linked. So if someone WhatsApps that number, I can have a conversation with them like you'd expect. But if I want to instigate a conversation with 1,000 people at a time, like a broadcast WhatsApp, yeah, there is a charge for that. It works out WhatsApp charges for that as marketing. It works out like 6p, but you can get a mass message out there, and it'll start conversations for you, but there is a cost of doing that. I mean, we're working with a window cleaning company, and he was highly delighted. You're getting like 90% opens. Uh, and he generated a lot of bookings off doing a WhatsApp message, so marketing WhatsApp message to his list. Also, work with another company, property development company, and what we're doing there, to give you an example how you can use the WhatsApp, on his website, he's got a web form capturing the contact details with a phone number. We want to qualify them as quickly as possible. So as soon as they fill the form in, we straight away through the automation, we send them a WhatsApp message. The first one asking them, are they interested in investing in property? Now, the first WhatsApp message goes out. If it's undeliverable because there's no WhatsApp account linked to that phone number, WhatsApp tells us that. So then we put them down a track where we do it all by text message. But if there's a phone number, then they go down if there's a WhatsApp account, then they go down the WhatsApp track. And within a minute, we can ask them all the questions. How much have they got to invest? And it's just back and forth questions, qualifying them, capturing data as we go. So rather than just sending them a form to fill in, we can go through there. If they haven't got, I think they're asking for like they've got over £50,000 to invest. If it's yes, we go down the track where we send them a WhatsApp, say, oh yeah, we should talk. Here's a link to book a call into our calendar. If it's below the 50,000, then it's they go down this track, says, oh, there's not a right fit, basically. So you can use the WhatsApp in the automation. If you want to instigate a cold outreach WhatsApp campaign, as it were, you have to use a template. Here's templates here. These are approved. These have to be approved by Meta. They can be fiddly, can't they, Atticus? Sometimes you can be going through and getting a whole bunch of these accepted, and then they'll start rejecting them. I'm afraid that's just the vagaries of Meta when you're dealing with Meta there. You see here, I got this one approved. There's a new AI builder built into the system now, where you see here I was able to quickly get this one approved. So what I'm doing, what I'm going to be doing is, say I'm talking to a potential prospect, a client, and they go dark on me. Well, I've got this template set up now where I can very quickly just send that template to them. Hey, we missed you, or are you still interested? Just to rekindle the conversation. So you have a whole bunch of templates. One of the limiting factors when you're setting these up is they only let you make one edit to these every 24 hours. So you can imagine if you're doing quite a few of these, making different edits, it can be a slow process, but that's just again, that's WhatsApp and Meta limitations there. So once you've got the WhatsApp set up and you've got it integrated, and a new update that came in this week is coexistence. So if you've got WhatsApp Business installed on your mobile phone, you can now also link it into the HighLevel CRM at the same time. Yep. So you could be on your phone using your WhatsApp Business, but equally your whole team could be logging in and WhatsApping. You don't need individual phones, physical phones. It can all be done through HighLevel here. That makes sense. So I'll show you a quick contact record of mine if I go back. I'll show you how we can use the WhatsApp at customer service level as well. So if I find contacts, I have to blur this bit out later, Atticus, yeah? Here we go for Julian Mills. Put one of my contacts, I've got a phone. So as long as I've got a phone number linked to the contact record here, you'll see here, if I was a customer service representative, for instance, I now have the ability to send this person a text because I've got a phone number set up in the system. I can also send them a WhatsApp. Yeah. Now, I say if they've WhatsApp me directly, there's no problem. I can talk to them one to one. But if I want to reach out to somebody cold and a conversation goes cold after 24 hours in WhatsApp, I could then go to here, use a template to initiate a chat. Yeah, and I could use that template then that's been pre-approved by Meta, and I could send that to that person and use it as a conversation starter. So I could do it individually or through the automation. I could do 10,000 at once. Again, with Meta, you've got to be careful You don't want to send 10,000 at once because it can it makes them wary if they see you blasting lots of messages out. So you have to sort of drip them very slowly. I'm afraid it's not a game where we can send millions at a time here. It's not like the old direct mail days. Yeah, so you just have to be very careful because WhatsApp are measuring your bounces, your complaints. Yeah, and if they shut you down, then it can be very difficult to get reactivated. So you've got to be very cautious on these things. Texting is very similar as well with Twilio. Is that okay, guys? Any questions on that bit? Yeah, the purpose of today is just to make you aware what's possible and just then it's quite an intuitive tool to go in and play with it. So the WhatsApp can be a little bit involved. I'm still learning it as well. Where you can have buttons in there, you can even have sort of booking calendars within the WhatsApp using what they call flows. Again, it's a quite a big topic, WhatsApp in high level, and seems to be growing by the day as well, the way it's going at the moment, just like the AI in high level. So that's covering the social media and the WhatsApp. Hope I've covered everything there for you. Yeah. Next thing to look at is reputation management. So reputation management is primarily we're looking here at Google reviews, Facebook reviews. But we can do reviews on other 40 other channels as well. But the main ones are the Google and the Facebook. Okay. So I click into reputation here. You see the overview here. So again, I've linked it into my Google account. I'm not using Facebook so much. So this is really focused, for me, it's focused on the Google reviews. You see here, this is a new thing coming from High Level, being able to look at your competitors, what they've got. So if you're a local business, being able to look what your local competitors are doing and being able to analyze that and getting more and more in the future with High Level, being able to get insights from the tool itself. You see here it's pulled in some of these. One of yours there, Atticus. um, you see there. So this is all pretty new stuff. It's evolving very rapidly at the moment. See from here through the automation as well, we can automatically send reviews. So you can say sign up a customer, wait 6 months, and send them a review request by text or by email or WhatsApp.
Is a Trustpilot part of that as well, Julian?
I'll go you here. Settings. You're jumping ahead of me there. Hang on. Integrations. I'm sure I saw it. I looked earlier. Trustpilot, that.
Hey, happy days. Excellent.
Um, yeah, so you can integrate that one. And here you can see all the requests. These are Google requests I've sent out. And if you send it through the system, it can automatically send reminders to them.
Yep.
Yeah, so that could all be automated. Reviews here. You see some of my recent reviews. AI summary. I think that'll summarize the intent. Yeah, so you get the intent of the reviews, things like that. Send a review request. Widgets here. So you can create widgets here to embed on your website. So I'll show you one I made earlier. I've got on one on my website here. I did have, where's it gone? I've just realized I edited it this weekend and I forgot to put it back on. So I did have the Google reviews on the bottom here, but I've accidentally removed it. So it should be there. Make a note to fix that. But you see here, you create different styles of widgets to embed on your website to show you Google reviews. It's all built in there. Listings. Yeah, I've never used this listings. It's more of an American thing. It's an extra service you pay for where it'll submit your company details to Yelp and all these sort of review type listings. It's quite an American thing, so I've never used that myself. Settings here. This is the reviews AI. Yep. So you can So if someone leaves a review on your Google or your Facebook, it can automatically generate a reply to that review. Yeah. And you can create, see here, you can create a whole team. You can have more than one. You can have a whole team of agents replying to those reviews. So all the replies aren't just the same sort of style. They're coming from different members of the team almost. That's quite a cool feature. So you see how AI is creeping more and more into it and becoming intertwined with the tool. And then we've got Google Business Page Optimization here. You see here, so rather than going to Google and logging into your Google My Business, you can actually edit it from here, change your phone number, change your logos, etc. Update it from here. The tool is talking straight to your Google Business page. You've got setting, so there's the AI reviews, automatic replying. Here's your review link. So you can see review balancing. So if you want to say, oh, send 50% of people to Google, leave a Google review, 50% will leave a Facebook review, or whatever combination you want. Yeah. Here's where you set a template to send out a text. So from the system, automatically send out a text to leave a review. So here's one I set up earlier at some point. You can see here you can build. So or the automation, other parts of the software, because select times, send out a quick text to leave a review. You can have that there, customize there. Same with email requests. Yeah, so you see here, I've got this template set up here. Have a look at it. Not checked in ages. Yeah, so you just customize the email review there. Yeah, and that can be pulled in from the automation and sent out automatically. Then there's a new one for again sending a quick WhatsApp for review. Reviews QR. It gives you a QR code, so you can print the QR code on a leaflet or printed material. You can create a QR code review there. But this is to look at preventing sort of spam reviews being left on your listing. So I just put that on. Yeah. And then here's like Scott was saying before, I think there's about 40 of these different ones you can plug in now. They keep adding more all the time, yeah. But like I say, a lot of these are quite American, but there's TripAdvisor there if you're in the travel business. Yeah. Just like I say, I think the one you were talking about, Scott, is a good one. Trustpilot there for the UK. Um, that's the reputation management covered as well, really, yeah. So what's something I was going to say?
Google My Business Optimization.
Sorry.
Google My Business
Yeah,
Optimization.
I did cover that there. So that's a brand new feature, Google optimizing to Google My Business there. Any questions, guys? While I think about what I forgot to say.
The reputation thing, the QR code, was that a QR code you mentioned just then?
Yes, yes, it's here, yeah, in setting.
So what would you do? You generate a QR code for to request a review.
Yeah.
And then
So
you
there's mine there. And it brings me straight, that one just takes me straight to uh, leave a Google review for me.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. Yeah, so a project Atticus has been working on, yeah, is taking it to a next level. Yeah. So for instance, we can send customers an email, yeah, with a link to a form. So you've got a happy customer, you send them a link rather than asking to leave a review for you. Yeah. You just ask them to leave a bit of feedback in a form. So who are they dealing with in the company? What service did they have or product? And any key points they want to mention. They leave us those few bits of information. We can take that from the form again through the automation, and we can then push it into ChatGPT, have ChatGPT draft a review for the customer. Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, we can send the customer an email and say, oh, thanks for that bit of feedback you gave us. Now we've taken the liberty of drafting a review for you. Yeah, would you mind copying and pasting this or tweaking it if you wish? Copy and paste it and drop it into Google or Facebook. So then you take a big barrier away because you're not giving people a piece of work to do to look at blank canvas and write a review for you. And you can get even better when you think about it, you get even better than that. So rather than have them fill a form in, yeah. So you might have just had a client review on the phone or Zoom or meeting in person, and they said, "Oh yeah, that service is brilliant. We love this, we love that." You could then fill a form in for them, yeah. And then 10 minutes later, they get an email coming from you saying, "Oh, thanks for that feedback on the call or the meeting. I've taken the liberty of drafting a quick review. Would you do me a favour and please post it onto our Facebook or Google reviews?" So who's not going to do that favour for you when it takes them literally seconds to do? Well, they don't have to think about anything or write anything. It's just done for them based on what they've told you. Does that make sense, Steve? I think I've lost Scott.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Did you hear what I was saying there, Scott? Did you miss that bit? You're on mute. Sorry, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, I missed that bit, mate. Sorry.
Oh, very, very quickly,
Yeah.
one of the projects Atticus has been working on to take this reviews to the next level, yeah,
Yeah.
is you can two ways we could do this. We could send an email to a customer, a happy customer, yeah.
Yeah.
Please fill this form in and tell us who you dealt with, what service, what were the highlights of the service. Fill the
Yeah.
form in. They fill that form in. We then, through the automation, we grab that information, push it into ChatGPT, and say, "ChatGPT, please draft us a nice review."
Oh,
I get it, so
yeah.
you can't sign in.
Yeah. So then 10
Right.
minutes later, we put a 10-minute delay in, yeah, to make it look like we're doing something.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, they get an email from us saying, "Oh, thanks for that feedback. I've taken the liberty of drafting a review. Would you mind doing me a favor and just post it onto Facebook or Google for me? It'd really help." There's no work for them to do. They don't have to think about it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I think an even better way of doing it. Say that you just had a phone call with a client or a meeting, and they've been raving about this, that, and the other. Yeah, but you fill the form in for them,
Yeah.
and then 10 minutes later they get an email or an hour, maybe leave it an hour, saying, "Oh, great on the conversation. Thanks for that feedback. I've taken the liberty of drafting this for you. Would you mind posting it for us?" It's a 30-second job for them. No work.
Brilliant.
But that's a snapshot that Atticus has developed. If you want that one, you can have that one. But it just takes away all the work and the barrier of them having to think.
That's right.
Sent you a message about it when they first phoned.
Something in the loft.
So, is there anything else to cover, Atticus? Because I'm running out of things to say now. Because these tools are quite intuitive, really, especially the social media planner. Once you dig in there and look around, and say when you become a subscriber, Scott, we got the tech support button here, the blue button. The first line of support is an AI bot, of course, an AI agent.
Yeah.
But I just say, please put me through to a real person.
Yeah.
Team come on 24/7. Unlimited support there, and you can even book Zoom calls with them to get technical help.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Great.
Anything else, Steve? Anything up?
No, I think that's right. I think one of the things I've got to do is get access onto this client's account for the social media planner. That's my challenge. So I think I'll work it out from there. I'll whether I need to add them on as a user into the account, and then they can then log in and have responsibility for doing the scheduling.
Yes, yeah. Just restrict. Maybe you may want to restrict that person so they can only access social media planner functionality. So they can't go and dabble with everything else.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Very good.
Yep. So I've finished all the things I wanted to say. It's quite an easy topic, this one, really. So it's just a case of getting in there and playing. A number of clients I've had who I just tell them about the social media planner, and then they get on with it. Yeah.
Sorry, Julian, one other question.
Yep.
So with them, they've got their own little social media company and they've got their own email. Would they need to be on the same domain, same email as the client company, wouldn't they? They'd need to have an email address. as though they were working for that company.
To log into high level.
Yeah,
No, there could be any.
on their account, on their to manage their social media. Would they need an email to match the company's name?
They wouldn't do, would they, Atticus? No, I can't see why they would.
Just need to create a new user.
Yeah, it's just so all the social media accounts, you as the company owner with access to your Facebook login, your LinkedIn login, etc. You would have to create the connections to the social media accounts first. So then you could just invite another user. It doesn't matter what their email address is, another user to log into high level, and then they could go in and create content on those social media accounts.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the company would set up would link the social media accounts to it, so it would be linked to them, and then
Yeah.
that person would have an admin responsibility to do the content.
Exactly, yes, yeah. And they can mark it, it's waiting for approval before it goes live, and then when you
Yeah,
approve it,
exactly.
it
Yeah,
goes.
no, that's definitely the thing. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good.
So I finished in 20 minutes early today. Any other questions about any other part of high level while we're here? Because I've got another 20 minutes if you want to talk.
Yeah, Julian, I've got one other thing on the reputation management.
Yeah.
I think we talked about a system before where if they score less than a sort of 4 or 5, then the review can be kept away from the Google, business page, and it can go into a survey thing. Is that a workflow or something that needs to be set up to achieve that?
Yeah, that's something you've worked on, isn't that? As a snapshot.
Yeah, so it's a survey, like you say. First layer is the 1 to 5 stars. 1 to 3 stars, they go down as a separate path to 4 or 5.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so they're actually scoring you in a survey to start with, and if they score 4 to 5, you then add the automation to go and post it on review on Google Review.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So the way your system, do you want to describe how your system works, like the you built out, Atticus?
yeah, so the first page is, like I say, 1 to 5 stars. You get the person's email and 1 to 5 stars. They leave 1, 2, or 3 stars. It takes them to the next page, which is a feedback page. How can we improve the service?
Yeah,
If they score 4 or 5 stars, it skips that feedback page, takes to another page, which asks them specific questions about the service. And then the specific questions can be dropped into ChatGPT in the workflows, and via ChatGPT, draft the review, then send them the email with their draft review, which they can copy and paste into Google.
And then as part of that, they get a link to Google or Facebook, don't they, to post that review? Yeah. So yeah, you create that gateway.
yeah.
It's not built into the social media. It's not built into the reputation management tool here. We do that through landing pages and the automation. Yeah.
Not even a landing page, it's just
But
one
you
survey
just
and a
use a survey,
workflow.
aren't
Yeah,
you? You just use but yeah, you could build a survey onto a landing page as well.
yeah, yeah.
Depends how sophisticated you want to get. Yes, yeah, we can all do it. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, great. Thank you.
Does that confuse you more though, Steve? Now, are we
No, no,
confused?
no. I kind of understand how it works now. There is obviously a workflow required there. Um, yeah, that needs just mapping
Yeah,
out.
because the links on here, you see, if you look at these links here, I'll show you here's one on mine. Um, so I'm going to check, that should be it there. So that's just going to take me here to this page of mine. So I could leave any sort of I could leave 1 star or 5 stars there. That's the problem, So using the landing pages and the workflow, you create that gateway. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've done that already, but I've really only sent it to people I know are going to give a very good review, and so far 5 of them are giving a 5-star review. So I've been very selective in terms of who you send it to,
Yeah.
and that's been good, it's powerful.
Yeah. So let's say I think yeah, so the AI just makes it a lot easier for people if you can draft it for them. Yeah.
Yeah,
What we're doing now. Yeah.
cool, very good.
Anything else from you, Scott, or should we call it a day? Okay then, guys. So what's the topic next week then, Atticus? What are we doing?
Online courses and communities.
There's the online courses next week. So that's like, in case you don't know, that's like courses. It's just like using Kajabi. Yeah. There's even a Kajabi course importer it built in. Would you believe? So I mean the top. I think the top level of Kajabi is about $300 a month. With the automation built in, a high level can do that. And then also there's the communities that you can link side by side. So you're selling people a course and the communities go and you can interact with that community. You can have live events in there and all sorts. So we'll look at that. So there's been some upgrades on that recently as well. Okay, guys. If there's no other questions, we'll call it a wrap.